Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. Welcome back to the channel. Thank you for stopping by, choosing to tune in. You could have been anywhere else here on YouTube, but here you are at Seer Speak. And I have some things to share with you all today. Well, I was told to come and make a video. I don't have much notes, no daily notes, except for smeared makeup. Okay, so before I get into that, whatever that could mean, the channel is on. Okay, the channel is on. It has been on. And I don't want this video to be too long, so I'm shuffling while I'm speaking. These messages could be general, wink wink. Could be specific. I think they are. However, take whatever resonates with you, leave what does not. Stay for the entertainment and to also help with the growth of the channel. Okay, I appreciate those who have newly subscribed. You are so welcome here. I don't think it'll take you long to catch on to how things work around here. Okay, the channel is on, meaning anything that is said, that is uttered, suggested, could mean something for somebody somewhere out there, anybody, anywhere. Okay, it is relevant right now or very soon or just recently passed. I don't think I need to say anything else on that front. The channel is on, and usually my nose itches while I'm channeling, but right now I feel like something wants to be drained. Like there's about to be a drip. Something's dripping. Something's about to be leaked, because I know a pipe drips when there's a leak. This is unusual. It would only happen on camera if I were crying. And I've really been doing well with holding back the tears on camera. But I don't know. There's something about a leak here. Somebody may have sinus issues. Please read the description box where I clearly state that though I mention medical terms and make suggestions, I'm not actually a doctor. So if you are in need of a doctor, please go seek a professional doctor, okay? I'm so sorry. Maybe I should just pause this and clear my nose. Hold on. That was interesting. But there's a leak somewhere. This could be a leak in information, secrets, actual pipe leakage, oil leakage. Anything that could leak could be leaking right now. Okay. Let me get back to shuffling. Hope each and every one of you are doing well wherever it is you are. Today is Saturday, November 1st, currently 5:42 p.m. Okay. So the smeared makeup, I wrote it down because another unusual thing happened. So we're dealing with unusual things here, perhaps unusual suspects. But as I was watching the most recent upload, I forgot that I was wearing makeup for a moment, because I don't really wear makeup every day. And I don't know which part of the video it occurred at, but I just like wiped my face. And then it occurred to me, and I looked at my hands and I saw all the colors, you know. I'm like, damn, I messed my face up. Yeah, but I wasn't really upset. I'm like, I'm sure it's still okay to do a video. Like, I truly don't even care that much. Of course, I want to look decent, but I'm not that vain. But I was like, smeared my face. And then it made me think about that song, Please, Please, Please. I believe it's by Sabrina Carpenter and Dolly Parton. And she says something, I'll pull it up because I'm not 100% familiar with it. It's a cute song. I heard it before. Water. But she says something in that song with like, don't let me ruin my makeup. I just put my makeup on. Don't let me cry. I just put my makeup on. 5:44 on the clock, okay? So that's what I just channeled as I looked at smeared makeup. Like I said, there's nothing else on the page. I just wrote this right here. And what did I write? I messed my face up. Smeared makeup. I messed my face up. Ooh, maybe these are 2 lines to a new poem I might write. Please, please. Oh, gosh. The channel is on because everything is happening. My nose is running. I'm burping. I'm thirsty. Someone's name could be Sabrina. Let's start there. Someone could be a carpenter. Okay. Here we go. I know I have good judgment. I know I have good taste. It's funny and it's ironic that only I feel that way. I promise them that you're different and everyone makes mistakes, but just don't. I heard that you're an actor, so act like a stand-up guy. Whatever devil's inside you, don't let him out tonight. I tell them it's just your culture, and everyone rolls their eyes. Yeah, I know. All I'm asking, baby, please, 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 don't prove I'm right. And please, 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 don't bring me to tears when I just did my makeup so nice. Heartbreak is one thing, my ego's another. I beg you, don't embarrass me. Effer? Ah, please, please, please. Okay. There are notifications coming in about Jamaica. Shout out to Jamaica, okay? Look about we talawa, and we get you no matter what. All right. You know, on that note, since I brought it up, I tried to send a little change. Don't have much working with. Just to a family member, and I was like, how come MoneyGram did not offer a discount rate on sending fees, knowing what Jamaica has just experienced? It's like the world is becoming so cold and apathetic. Like nobody really cares anymore, and it's so disheartening for me. It's really disheartening. Like not even like a 25% off, 50% off. You know, I'm already doing as much as I can, and it'll be whatever. Let me continue. So yeah, please, please, please do not bring me to tears when I just did my makeup so nice. Okay, so I smeared my face a little bit, so somebody might be brought to tears. It could be me. I cry easily. Hopefully it's not. Okay, I hope I don't mess up this makeup, even though it's not like a beat. But I hope it's not me, but it very well could be because I cry easily. Okay, especially when I am receiving message. Somebody's gonna be brought to tears and their makeup is gonna be smudged, smeared, messed up. I messed my face up. It could also mean feeling embarrassed as well. I beg you, don't embarrass me. Okay, well, I have a fun idea, babe. Maybe just stay inside. I know you're craving some fresh air, but the ceiling fan is so nice. It's so nice, right? And we could live so happily if no one knows that you're with me. I'm just kidding, but really, kinda, really, really. Please, please, please don't prove I'm right. Oh. Let's get into the cards. Heartbreak is one thing, my ego's another. Oh, it's a new day. Thank you, Lord. It's a new day. It's a new month. It is 111. Look at that. 111. What will the cards reveal today on the first of the month? Shout out to Bone Thugs and Harmony. Wake up, wake up. It's the first of the month. Get up, get up. It's the first of the month. Shout out to Takeoff as well. Because now, Bone Thugs and Harmony always makes me think about Crossroads. And then I believe Takeoff passed on the 1st of November. Yeah, November 1st, 2022. One, 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 222. Hey, I don't want to go there today. I don't want to go there today. But let's see where we go. Let's see what's about to take off. Okay, something that's going to smear someone's makeup, make somebody feel embarrassed, make someone cry. Let's see. It's not a bad day weather-wise here in Ontario, Canada. It's chilly, of course. What time is it now? 5:51. 5:51. The sun is really bright over here. Let's see. A few came out. 1, 2, 3, 4. Maybe 5. I'm not sure. I'll give it another 20 seconds. Not doing any clumps. You know, since I'm singing that song, it's a song I've been channeling by Gwen Stefani. And like I said, everything happens for a reason. And I don't mind channeling music because I love music. But even the music I channel at the time when I channel them, on a day when I channel them, it's for a reason. There's a message therein where it ties to something, okay? Gwen is the name of my grandmother. Well, her name is Gwendolyn. And she didn't really go by Gwen. She went by Piggy. But I'm sure there's somebody who would dare to call her Gwen, okay? But my grandmother passed away, in my opinion, beautifully. She was taking a long drive out to the countryside, I think to visit family or friends of someone who passed. Okay, but it was a long journey. She was in the back seat with her sister and her daughter, and she laid down on her sister's lap and went off into a nap and didn't wake back up. On the autopsy, the medical examiner reported that the cause of death was an aneurysm, a brain aneurysm. So I made a note of that, like Gwen, my grandmother, or someone who passed away from a brain aneurysm. But then, I'm like, it's true that my grandmother passed away from a brain aneurysm. Or that's what I believe. That's what everyone believes. There's no reason to doubt that. So it made me go back to Gwen Stefani, who used to be a member of the group No Doubt. So I'm like, there's no doubt when it comes to my grandmother, Gwen, passing away from an aneurysm. But maybe there is some doubt when it comes to somebody else who has been noted to have passed away from an aneurysm. So that's how my mind works sometimes. How I make my deductions. How I synthesize information and assess things. Like, there should be no doubt when it comes to a person's cause of death, manner of death. Not in today's world with the technologies that we have. There should be no doubt surrounding certain things. There should be no suspicions around passings unless it could fall under natural causes, which many passings fall under natural causes. Again, my grandmother was in her 70s. Of course, she had strength to have more years ahead of her, but it's not unlikely where there will be reasonable doubt for us to disbelieve what the autopsy stated, what the medical examiner put down. Aneurysm. 17 minutes. Clearly I'm going off on a tangent. I'm not taking this clump. I'll just take what's here. So I'm just making notes, taking notes here, mental ramblings for your entertainment. Take it with a grain of salt. Don't take it to heart. Look at that. We have Girl on the Balcony. My. This is the title of one of my articles. It may change. The titles of my articles may change. They are subject to change. But right now, they're what it is. And those titles have been given to me since May. April, May. End of April, May. At first, I didn't know what they really meant. Well, the Girl on the Balcony, I had some idea. Okay, but the others, I didn't know what would be the content. All right, I had a title. I was given these titles, the inspiration, but I didn't know what was going to be the content until now. Okay, I definitely could fill in the blanks, read in between the lines, etc., etc. So the Girl on the Balcony is the title of one of the articles, and I guess I could give a quick synopsis. It was based on a dream I had of a woman hanging from a balcony. At first, the woman appeared, I'm sure I shared this dream before. I know I did on TikTok, but I'm pretty sure I shared it here too. But for those who are new, I'll give you the short version. I wake up in a dream. I see things flying in the air, flying objects. It looked like equipment. At first it looked like birds, then drones. And then as I got to the window, it looked like people throwing equipment out, like phones, laptops. And then there's some people who were jumping from balconies from the top of buildings, just wherever they were. There was just a lot of things happening in the air. And it's so crazy that just now, coming out of air season, that was something that was spoken about, brought up in the messages, something happening in the air. Okay, so I was like really dumbfounded at what was going on. Okay, not only were things flying in the air, suddenly the whole landscape changed from where I was living. I was still where I was living, of course, but other buildings were erected and it started to look a lot like Manhattan. And I'm like, why am I here in Manhattan? Like, what's going on in Manhattan? And while I'm taking everything in, I could see a woman hanging from a balcony, the balcony above my balcony. So that startled me because I'm like, what? She needs help, you know? I don't know why she's on the other side of the balcony. It's like she second guessed, not second guessed, had a change of heart. She changed her mind. I don't know what her thought process was, but my thought process was to save her. So I leave my room, I dash, try to get to my balcony, because if I could get to my balcony, I could go and, grab her, bring her to safety. But before I could get to my balcony, when I get to my living room, right here in this corner, there's a man standing. Can't see who it is. He's really disguised with like a hat. Looked like some kind of deputy, some kind of sheriff, some kind of detective. That's the vibe. Based on the trench coat, how the hat was, just how he was taken in, because he's at the window, he's looking out. So I'm seeing his back. Okay. So I start tiptoeing, wondering what's going on. Something's going on outside in the air. People are jumping for their lives. There's a woman on the balcony above mine who looks like she needs help or she's about to fall to her death. But then now there's this man, this stranger in my living room, peering out, looking at what I was viewing, but does not seem panicked as how I am panicked in that moment. When I mean my adrenaline is rushing, it's rushing. So I tiptoe to the other side of this same window here. And I'm trying to like see who it is. And the person turns around and starts walking away, walking towards the front door of the apartment. And at this time, I totally forget about the young woman on the balcony, because I hear a voice and I assume it's coming from the man, even though he never turns around and addresses me, says anything. I hear the words, "Don't save her." Anyhow, he starts walking towards the front door, so I turn around and start walking in a slow speed, like not fast enough to actually catch up to him, because I don't know who it is, but enough to try to accidentally somehow see who it could be. Okay, so the man gets to the front door, opens the front door, steps over the threshold, and I get to the door before the door closes. And that's when the man turns around and looks at me. I cannot tell you what this man looks like, but I hear the voice, and the voice says, "Don't quit." Then the man turns away, walks away, and then disappears. By the time he would get to the elevator, I no longer see him. And I was just in awe. And I'm like, is this a warning dream? Like, is my world coming to an end? Like, what's going on? It's like the apocalypse, Armageddon, So this is what this is about. And that article talks about the dream and also talks about what was later on revealed as it concerns who this girl, or should I say young woman, is on the balcony. The woman, if I could describe her, would appear to be a white woman. And I still wanted to save her. Let me knock on wood. I thought it was Britney Spears. And my heart leaped because I love me some Britney Spears, okay? I don't even want to get emotional when I think about it. And, yeah, but I heard the words, "Don't save her." As time went on and more information was given to me, I realized that this woman was not a white woman at all. The woman was actually Beyonce. Why she was looking like a white woman, I don't know. We're used to her wearing wigs. Okay, so when I saw the blonde hair, And then now it's Beyonce. It wasn't the wig part. Like the skin was white, everything. It was as if she was deliberately trying to pass as a white woman. Okay, she fooled me. And I am a fan of Beyonce's. But even in my dream, I didn't detect right away that it was her. And that is so unusual. I'm telling you, something unusual about this reading, about this energy right now that I'm in. So it was a white woman. It was revealed to me. So I talk about this story and why this woman would be hanging from a balcony, especially my balcony. Very unusual. Okay, I spent a lot of time on that one card, but I just want to fill in some blanks. Like I said, soon all the articles will be up and available for public view, and you'll see what I have been working on this whole time with the assistance of my Lord, the encouragement of my Lord, the guidance of my Lord. Okay, because that's who I work for, the good Lord. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. So the girl on the balcony is Beyonce, hanging on for dear life. Can't come back from something she did without someone helping her. Okay? It's either she falls or she's saved. Those are the two options in this story, in this article. Okay? Either she falls or she is rescued. So that's girl on the balcony. Hopefully it'll be an interesting read, not because it's about Beyonce, but because I want to become a better writer. You know, I really want to become a better writer. Next, thou hast also given me the necks of mine enemies, that I might destroy them that hate me. Psalm 18, verse 40. Okay, someone could be between those ages, that age range. Okay. 9 plus 4 is what? 13. Hey, but then 1 plus 3 is 4. Okay, so the girl on the balcony being Beyonce, we know how much Beyonce loves 4. Birthday September 4th, married on the 4th, everything 4 4. I can't make this up. All right, but that's just me adding up the numbers, because I told you when you add up the numbers don't lie if you choose not to skew them, manipulate them, rig them in any kind of way. I don't know why I hear sounds in my apartment and it's just me here. So that might also be relevant. I know I was speaking about the others, where there was a presence of others and the woman could not discern that those others were not living. Okay, those others have been there before her. Those others, anyhow. Thou hast also given me the necks of my enemies, that I might destroy them that hate me. Next we have don't settle down. Okay, so this being in brackets, for some it could be settle down or everything don't settle down. And I'm gonna go with the don't settle down. I'm gonna claim that for myself, especially with the completion of these articles, the publishing of these articles. I'm not gonna settle down. I'm gonna go full throttle, go all the way out, put in much effort. Okay, might as well. It's gonna be there for public review. So I'm not gonna settle down, and whoever it is I'm speaking to, or whoever needs some encouragement at this time, you shouldn't settle down either. Whatever it is you're working on at this time, put in that work. It will pay off eventually in some kind of way. Okay, small or grand, doesn't really matter. Okay, and maybe you don't even need any kind of recognition or reward, but don't settle down anyway. And I know it means don't settle down because I can see the next card and it says don't throw in the towel. Remember, the angel in my dream said don't quit. Okay, don't quit, don't settle down, don't throw in the towel. Okay, next, I need some water. We're in water season. so parched. Behold, the eyes of the Lord are upon the sinful kingdom, and I will destroy it from off the face of the earth. That is taken from Amos chapter 9, verse 8. Okay. And the 8 plus 9 is 17. 7 plus 1 is 8. 8 could be taken as like word is bond. You know, that infinity sign, like it is what it is. It is written. It is how I said it. It is going to be, and it is so. Amen. So be it. It is done. It is finished. Okay, that's what 8 represents. Behold, the eyes of the Lord are upon the sinful kingdom. Okay, maybe the girl on the balcony is a part of that sinful kingdom. Well, the eyes of the Lord are upon her and the kingdom. And the part that I am leaving out is people were not only jumping at their own will. I also saw the hand of the Lord plucking people up and just throwing them out, throwing them down, casting them away. Okay, uprooting them from their positions of power because of their big egos. Okay, and we're just throwing them down in the abyss. If you want to get the full story, you could, well, even, it's probably not the full story, but when I first spoke this out loud in public on TikTok in December, okay, if you want to check out that video, I don't remember I think the title is Dream of the One, but it really says Dream of the Drones, and I kind of, what do you call it, put some emphasis on the one. The actual word for upscale, I don't know. Yeah, you could check out the tips. I'm gonna hurry up and get out this energy. Somebody doesn't want me to speak. Okay, we have your neighbor will sell you out. Someone here that showed itself before. We have Rhymes Unspoken Prophecy. You know, a few months ago, the Lord made me make a video, and in that video, I expressed that in my book, Rhymes Unspoken, From Narcissism to Spiritual Wisdom, there's prophecies in there. I wrote things that I don't even remember writing, but they contain a prophecy or prophecies, and this is just a confirmation of that video, of that message, of that revelation that the Lord had given me, that my book does contain prophecies or a prophecy. Especially, I can't make this up. I'm gonna get serious now and not even give that whole disclaimer that this is a mental rambling, because it's not, because obviously I did write a book. Okay, that is factual. I can show it here. Okay, so it's factual that I, Tamika Jarrett, wrote a book. So even if I didn't have my magic deck here, my oracle cards that are divinely inspired, or if I didn't rely on the divine guidance or even my own understanding with using the tarot cards to also corroborate whatever's revealed to me, if I didn't get downloads that I take notes of in notebooks and papers everywhere, I know for sure that this is real. Okay, so even if I would say maybe I'm out of my mind here, maybe I have some kind of mental disorder that will make me speculate, fabricate, make things up, attack people I don't know but actually like, this will debunk any kind of doubt that I would have, because I actually have a book published. So when I tell you that I got a message from my Lord that says there are prophecies in my book, that I made a video, put it on TikTok. This would have to be about January, February, March. I'm going to say March, early March or end of February, where I tell the audience on TikTok my book has prophecy in it, okay? I read my poem 9 Lives. That was a prophecy as well, okay? But that's not even the one that is about the girl on the balcony here. Just to show you how incredible my God is, even for me. I'm not going to read the whole thing. I'm just going to point out one thing. And it's so even more amazing is this particular poem that I'm looking for is not even in the table of contents. It's as if it magically appeared in the book. Okay? It's not in the table of contents. That's why I have to flip through to find it. Give me a second. The heck? I can't even find it now. Maybe I shouldn't even point it out. That is crazy. Just gonna give it one more look through, otherwise it's not meant to be. I don't really consult this book often. Okay, maybe it's just not meant to. I don't know why I can't find this. Oh, found it. Page 53. And look at that, 8. 5 plus 3, 8. Meaning it is written. It is so. It shall be. So I'm not going to go through the whole thing. I'm going to use this Rhymes Unspoken card and cover what I can here. This is so see that? You see that? So I know I'm not crazy. I know I'm not crazy. And why I pointed that out, why I'm not choosing to read the poem, because you should support the channel, okay? You should support a Black woman with children and purchase the book just to support, even if you don't read it. But where was I? What I want to bring to your attention in that particular poem in my book is the position of where Beyonce is. It's Beyonce. She's the last thing mentioned in a paragraph before like a new chapter or a new verse begins. It's almost like a cliffhanger. So I say something like Beyonce, and then it just changes, you know. So not only was she in my dream hanging on the balcony, she's also hanging in my book. The last card here is you are meant to be seen. Maybe it's my book. I don't know, but that's crazy how a poem I wrote didn't mean to put it as a part of that body of work, but it got in there. It didn't make the table of contents. It's not on the table of contents, but it's in the book. And then that book has Beyonce's name. My dream had Beyonce in it. These messages seem to be a lot about Beyonce, I must say. Okay, so you are meant to be seen, Beyonce, or me, or who? You? Whoever's tuning in. Let's see what the tarot says. Who is meant to be seen here? I'm looking over and I see seer speak. Like what? Like the card is sticking out. Seer speak here. I speak what I see, okay? Because I'm clairvoyant. Clairvoyant. I can't make it up. You're meant to be seen, and I can't unsee some things. 42 minutes. That's so long. Sweet God. That again, I'm putting it back in. Look at this. This could be the whole please, please, please. Don't prove I'm right. Smeared makeup. Messed up my face. You know what I mean? Like, all right, I'll keep it. 9 of Swords. Please, please, please. We have the 6 of Wands. In reverse though, okay? So somebody's losing recognition. Somebody's losing accolades. Somebody's losing a position. You're meant to be seen. So why is it in the reverse? So this is another energy here. Three of Pentacles. Okay, you're meant to be seen, but somebody doesn't want you to be seen with the 6 of Wands in the reverse and now the 3 of Pentacles. Okay, and that's another 9 when you add it up. My goodness. 9s are haunting, isn't it? You're meant to be seen. Somebody doesn't want you to be seen, because the more you are seen is the more they are in some kind of turmoil. Okay, the more anxious they're becoming, that they will be seen in a different way, in a different light. Something's about to be uncovered that's going to have somebody like looked at in a different way, not in the way that they're usually looked at. Upright, upstanding, okay? They're going to be discovered to be not who they are presenting themselves to be here. Look at this, the 8 of Swords. Somebody is trapped in these thoughts of what is going to happen when the news gets out, because swords could also mean information, news, something being spread here. Okay, when news gets out about what is being investigated, I'm going to lose everything. Like my fans, look at this, the world in reverse. Like I'm gonna lose the world. Like it's over for me. Whoever this is, it's over for me. I'm trapped here. I'm trapped. Somebody's trapped mentally. Because once something is seen, let me go back through these cards. I know it's already, okay, don't throw in the towel. Your neighbor will sell you out. Okay, girl on the balcony. Like, this is giving girl on the balcony. Like I said, the white woman posing, passing, turned out to be Beyonce. Okay, seen trapped on the balcony. She was stuck. She was hanging on for dear life. So this somebody was looking for her. She could feel like they're looking for me. They're looking into me. Just take a few more cards. Remember, the world's in reverse, like a cycle. Someone's world's crashing down. Remember, all at once? All at once, Whitney Houston. Okay, I'm going to close this out. 46, 44. I can see the word incapable. It's not showing itself, but I can see it coming through. Okay, I'm just going to take these last two cards that came out. The 8 card. It is written. It is written. I have the 6 of swords, more swords, and then the lovers. Another 6. So 6, 6. Which is 12. Which is 3. So it's like 3, 6, 9. Look at that. Can't make this up. With an 8. It is written. It is so. Okay? It's giving sail on down the line. It's giving the splitting of 2 people here. Isn't this? Because the 6 is also like finally deciding to leave a situation. You know you need healing. You know you need to let go. But you can't. That's the truth here. You can't let go. But if you don't let go, God said so. This image here, like, I don't want to be dramatic, but it kind of depicts that dream I'm telling you about, where I saw things being jumped, like people jumping out of windows, off balconies, off rooftops, God plucking up people, throwing them down. Like, this would be the closest depiction of that dream I had, that I shared on TikTok, December 2024. From high rises, high buildings, which represents power, positions of power. So people who are at the top were being uprooted and casted down. Okay? And this was because of their big egos. Look at this. This looks like a crown here. Like, you know what I mean? It's like these big egos, people who wear crowns, were being thrown down. I'm gonna end it here. Like I said, I know it may come off as ramblings, but the best thing to do is to review. Okay, go take a look at some of my TikTok videos starting from December. I will say from December to now, or to August. it'll be quite telling. It'll make things make a lot more sense, especially with the messages that I have been led to share here on YouTube. Okay, get a copy of my book if you want to support me. If you want to support the channel, please do subscribe, like, share, comment, all that stuff. If you want to support Jamaica, Kingston, Jamaica, specifically where I'm from, Kingston 13, you can send in a donation to PayPal, paypal.me/Gawdessregime. Goddess is Gawdessregime. You could check out my website. The best thing to do is to just take a moment and read the description box. Okay, you'll see my email, the PayPal, the website. Follow on TikTok if you're not following. And thank you in advance, okay, for all you do, all you have done to support me and the channel. I appreciate you so much. Enjoy your Saturday. I may be back to share something more. As I said, I have a poem to share. I was supposed to also talk about Blue's Clues, but I think I did that. I was led to do that in one of the videos last night. If there's more to say about Blue's Clues, I will be back on to say it. And if I feel led to come and share the poem, I'll also do that, because I still have some time to myself. But I'm going to take a break, get something to eat, and we'll see how I feel after that. Okay, so if I don't return tonight, I will be back tomorrow. Okay, so hopefully you catch me on the next one. If this is where we part, I love you. Okay, I leave you with some love. Send some back before you go. But for those who will be tuning in, take good care, and I leave you with some love as well. More love. All right, bye-bye.